particular bill that was passed today, banning the federal funding of abortions. That particular bill has cleared the House before. It's not a new bill. However, it has had some trouble in the Senate in the past. Not sure how it'll fare this time. Rick?
All right, Nicole Killian, Lyman, Washington. Thanks, Nicole. A Kentucky senator wants his DUI charge dismissed.
And he's hoping the state constitution will help him. We're back in 1 minute on WLKY News.
When you get the four-wheel drive Honda Pilot, you get more than just an SUV. You get to enjoy the thrill of the open road, wherever it takes you. A better view of your surroundings. A way to stay connected while taking in the sights. And you're getting a great deal on Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand. So hurry in your dealer now to get a great offer on the 2015 Pilot and the Honda Pilot clearance event.
CBS Tonight, it's comedy's #1 hour. This day just keeps getting better. First, the show that turns laughter into a science.
I can see that you're a little turned on.
The Big Bang Theory. Then,
I have good news. You found my real mom?
catch Anna Faris and Emmy winner Allison Janney
If they weren't sober before, they're sober now.
in a new mom.
You screwed up my chances of having a healthy relationship with a man.
You're looking at her, right?
It all happens CBS Tonight, starting at 8/7 Central.
Here's a look at what you can enjoy tonight on WLKY. The Big Bang Theory airs at 8. That's followed by Mom, 2.5 Men, another episode of Big Bang Theory, and Elementary at 10. And then stay with us for WLKY News at 11.
A Kentucky state senator charged with driving under the influence wants the charges dismissed. Brandon Smith's attorney filed a motion to dismiss the charges based on a section in the state constitution. It says legislators are privileged from arrest during legislative sessions. The Republican senator was arrested on the first day of the session in Frankfort. State police say he was speeding and smelled of alcohol during a traffic stop. Smith is from Hazard. He represents Senate District 30, which covers much of southeastern Kentucky.
An eastern Kentucky woman is charged with murder in the death of her bedridden husband.
He's in the hospital. He's bad dehydrated and has some open ulcers that's going down to the bone that I can't manage to heal for myself. And the doctor wanted to come on into the hospital.
Police say Amy Burkhart called for help from her Clay County home last Tuesday. Her husband died 2 days later at the UK hospital. Burkhart was first charged with criminal abuse, then charged with murder.
Been a trooper for quite some time now, and I've worked neglect cases and saw other troopers neglect cases, and this is truly the worst one I've seen.
Burkhart pleaded not guilty. She's in jail on a $25,000 bond.
Prosecutors filed former neglect charges against a northeastern Indiana couple in connection with the presumed death of the woman's 3-year-old son. Zachary Barnes and Brianna Arnold are facing multiple charges, including neglect of a dependent resulting in death and abuse of a corpse. The boy's body was found in a wooded area Sunday after a 3-year-old Owen Collins was reported missing. The body has not been positively identified by coroners. A man appears in court today accused in a kidnapping and carjacking in northern Kentucky. William Sellers is charged with kidnapping, robbery, wanton endangerment, and theft. Police say he carjacked a van outside a cell phone store in Newport. 51-year-old man with the mental capacity of a child was still inside the van. His father had been forced out.
You didn't give me time to get out of it anyway. And you got the belt around my neck. I thought you were going to choke me down there for a minute.
You had a belt around your neck?
Yeah, well, then I finally got it off. Then that's when he took off my van.
The man was reunited with his family. Sellers is being held on a $250,000 bond.
An Ohio man police say was behind the wheel during a fatal crash is now in jail. James Walker was indicted for involuntary manslaughter, reckless homicide, and aggravated vehicular homicide. Police say Walker was driving the car that crashed into Cincinnati lawnmower shop last month. The crash destroyed the building and killed 2 people in his car. Authorities say that Walker was running from officers who suspected the 3 were breaking into cars. No charges will be filed in a deadly police shooting in northern Indiana. The Elkhart County grand jury chose not to indict any of the 7 officers involved in the September shooting. Officers killed the 32-year-old after they say he raised a gun toward them while trying to run away.
A teenager who was with a 16-year-old boy shot at a Dayton mall is now facing charges. Police say the 3 boys tried to rob 2 shoppers who were leaving the mall last month. Police say one teenager showed a gun and was shot by a shopper who had a concealed weapon permit. The boy's 16-year-old accomplice is charged with involuntary manslaughter. The 3rd teenager was released and not charged. We're getting ready for some rain or snow.
And it is time to meet our School of the Week. Sports and weather up next on WLKY.
Sponsored in part by Mini of Louisville.
Oh yeah, it's a good day to be the top dog. Introducing the all-new Mini Hardtop at Mini of Louisville. It's premium without being pretentious. With its BMW engineering, incredible gas mileage, no cost maintenance, and a starting price of just $20,450. There's no stiff price or stiff upper lip. This Mini is feisty, fun, and fiscally fit. Motor into Mini of Louisville today for a thrill ride.
There's a reason John Jones GM City has been in business over 30 years. Our selection and customer service. Call 1-800-I-SELL-GM or shop us online at gmcity.com. At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Let's go, kids. One thing we can all use a little more of is time. I know what it takes because I have a family too. Everybody's schedule is tight, so I promise to get you on your way quickly. How are you today?
At Kroger, you'll enjoy faster checkout and low prices every day with a smile.
Treat your family to a boneless pork half loin for just $1.99 a pound. And Washington State Honeycrisp apples are only $1.99 a pound. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Okay, let's talk about heavy. You know, like heavy traffic or heavy metal. No, this kind of heavy metal. Yay, dude! Then there's really heavy, like your garage door, the heaviest moving object in your home. You want to make sure it's always working properly. So call the safety experts at Cunningham. Top to bottom, Cunningham has you covered with a team of experts committed to your safety 24/7. Because at Cunningham, safety rules. Schedule your safety tune-up today.
There's a reason John Jones Auto Group has been in business over 30 years and has become the largest dealer in southern Indiana. Stop into our Chrysler dealership and see our complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles in Corydon, Indiana. John Jones Auto Group, you see so many because they pay so little.
More than halfway through the regular season, one high school girls basketball team has been turning heads in Louisville.
The Louisville male Lady Bulldogs are off of one of their best starts in the history of the program. Derek Forrest is here to explain.
When you talk about this program, not only are they 14-1, the JV team is undefeated 15-0, and their middle school team also undefeated, all for the girls programs. Talk about program dominance. Our school of the week, the male Lady Bulldogs, are currently 14-1, like I said, after their loss to Henry Clay on Wednesday night. But that isn't something that is getting them down. Since the turn of the century, their 14-0 start to the year was by far their best, and that has currently set them up to be undefeated in both the district and the region before they head into the girls' LIT next week. As the Lady Bulldogs continue their season, they hope to create history.
My name is India Green, and we are Louisville girls basketball team, and we are WLKY School of the Week. One man, one down, one down, one down, one team. Lady Bulldogs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I really enjoy coaching these girls, and going 14-0 to start the season has just been an incredible experience. Actually, the JV's also 15-0. The middle school girls playing up are undefeated. So really, till last night against Henry Clay, we've been undefeated, which is just to get to mid-January and be undefeated it's a unique kind of experience. It's been I haven't experienced it before, and so it's really been a joy ride.
I think it's a pretty big start. We've been known to be the underdogs, really. So starting 14-0, we got more publicity, I guess to say, than we've gotten in a long time, which is kind of cool. But I think we've done a good job staying humble and just trying to keep going, keep winning.
It means a lot to me and the rest of my teammates because like we started off not so good, and the fact that we're actually coming up, and I feel like a lot of people doubted us, and we're actually making it, so it means a lot.
For starting the year 14-1, the male girls basketball team is WLKY's School of the Week. So coming up in sports at 6 p.m., we have a ton of college basketball to get to. Indiana gets set for their top 25 matchup with Maryland tonight, while the Cats and the Cards both prepare for their conference games this weekend. Derek Forrest, WLKY.
Now, your WLKY weather with chief meteorologist Jay Cardosi.
Okay, a quiet, cloudy, but cold afternoon across the region. Live look from the tower cam right here at our studio back towards beautiful downtown Louisville. Just a lovely shot right there. What's not so nice, all the gray skies that have moved back in, keeping the temperatures down, actually a little bit below average for the days, we did not hit that 50-degree mark, and it looks like we'll stay chilly not only the rest of the day today, obviously, but tonight through tomorrow. Then things will turn around a little bit again by the upcoming weekend. As far as the numbers go outside right now, upper 30s to near 40 in town. Humidity 63%, an east wind. That's good news. Very, very light, so we're not dealing with a huge wind chill, and that trend will also continue. Another trend that will continue, the dry skies. Even though we have lots of clouds, no precipitation expected as we move through the night, even into the first half of tomorrow. All of that is well off to the south and southwest of us. That's that storm system we've been watching the last several days. It's still on the move, will still likely bring us